Hello friends, welcome back to Saujany's English class. And in today's class we are going to learn about types of phrases. Not so basic, I have included 10 types of phrases other than the 5 types of phrases that we usually are aware of. Okay, what are they? Let us look at them. Let us start today's video. Let us look at the definition of a phrase. A phrase is a word or a group of words that forms a unit or a part of sentence. If you look at this definition, a phrase can be a word that disturbs us like anything, but I am referring here a positive phrase. It can be a word as well. It's not an issue. Okay, thing is that a group of words that forms a unit, a part of sentence. That's it. Okay, that is a phrase. A phrase doesn't have the combination of a subject and a verb. Example, at the sunset, a tall building, very quickly. It is a unit or part of a sentence. That's it. Okay. A phrase doesn't make complete sense as well. How can a unit or a part of sentence make sense in that way? A phrase doesn't make complete sense. Example, he met her at the sunset. Without he met her, simply by mentioning at the sunset, it doesn't make any sense. It is a tall building. If we don't mention it is, then what is a tall building? It doesn't make sense. She is walking very quickly. Without mentioning she is walking, simply very quickly, doesn't make any sense at all. So, phrase doesn't make complete sense. There are 10 types of phrases in English. They are noun phrase, verb phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, prepositional phrase, infinitive phrase, participial phrase, gerund phrase, appositive phrase, and absolute phrase. Okay? And let us learn about noun phrase first. Noun phrases are nouns with modifiers. Example, that man is my father. Okay? And here, that is a determiner and man is the noun. So, that man is my father. That man is the noun phrase here. It can act as a subject, an object, and an object of a preposition, like a noun does. Example, that man is my father. Here, it's acting as a subject. He is wearing a cool yellow shirt. Here, it is acting as an object. We live in a gated community. Here, it is an object of preposition in. Whole noun phrase acts as a noun. So, it functions as a noun, function in a sentence. That's it. Verb phrase. A verb phrase is a combination of main verb and its helping verb, that is auxiliary in a sentence. Example, the cat is eating a fish. Here, is auxiliary, that is helping verb, and eating is main verb. Okay. She has been working for 3 hours. Here, working is the main verb, has been are auxiliaries. He should prepare for the exam. Prepare is main verb, should is auxiliary, modal. Sina will come tomorrow. Come is the main verb here, will is modal auxiliary. It might rain tonight. Rain is verb and might is a modal auxiliary. A verb phrase forms the predicate of the sentence. Predicate in the sense a part which has the main verb. Next one is adjective phrase. An adjective phrase is a group of words that describe a noun or pronoun in a sentence. What is the duty of an adjective in a sentence? To modify a noun or pronoun. Exactly like that, adjective phrase also function the same. The adjective in an adjective phrase can appear at the start, end, or in the middle of the phrase. It doesn't matter at all. The adjective phrase can be placed before or after the noun or pronoun in the sentence. It also doesn't alter anything. Example, this dress is so beautiful but too expensive. So beautiful and too expensive are adjective phrases. They are describing the noun dress. The movie was, after all, not too bad. So here it is towards the end of the sentence. Adjective phrase. Okay, how is the movie? Not too bad. Describing the noun movie. The cake smells very tempting. How does the cake smell? Very tempting. Describing the noun cake. Next one is adverb phrase. An adverb phrase is a group of 2 to 3 words that act as an adverb. Okay. So, what is the function of an adverb in a sentence? It modifies either a verb, an adjective, or another adverb in the sentence. Exactly like that adverb phrase function. And examples, she is walking very slowly, modifying the verb walk. How is a walk? Very slow. His suit is elegantly decent, modifying the adjective decent. How decent it is? Elegantly decent. They almost never willingly invite people these days. Because of this COVID-19 years, they almost never willingly, okay, modifying another adverb willingly in the sentence. Both these are adverbs only. Almost and never are also adverbs. It says about when, where, why and how the action takes place. Okay? Exactly like an adverb. Example, we can visit him anytime. When can we visit him? Anytime. You can find such cunning people around the globe. Where can we find them? Around the globe. Watch it again to understand better. Why to watch it again? To understand better. This concept is unbelievably complex. How complex it is? Unbelievably complex. Okay? So, these are adverb phrases which act like adverbs in a sentence. Okay? Next comes prepositional phrase. Here you may face a little bit of difficulty because till now we have seen noun phrase, verb phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase which act as a noun or an adjective or a verb, whatever is according to their name. Here, a prepositional phrase is a bit different over here because a prepositional phrase acts as either an adjective or an adverb in the sentence, but not as a preposition. That makes this a bit tricky, but try to understand it. It consists of a preposition and its object. What is the object of a preposition? Either a noun or a pronoun. It may also contain one or two modifiers. Example, the book is on the table. Where is it? On the table. Adverb of place. Here on is the preposition. The table. Okay. The is modifier. Table is a noun. The man with the brown hair is my brother. Okay. Which man I am talking about? With the brown hair. So, with the brown hair acts as an adjective. Though it started with the preposition with, entire phrase acts as an adjective. It is modifying the man. Okay, that is the noun here. Anil is stiff from last week's basketball practice. So, from is a preposition without any doubt, but from last week's basketball practice, entire thing becomes adverb of why, reason. Okay. The note from the principal made him nervous. Okay. What note? That from the principal. Okay, we are modifying it. We are modifying the note over here. Okay, so it becomes adjective phrase. We had our dinner before they arrived. When, adverb of time before the arrived. Okay. Bread from that bakery is always fresh. Which bread I am talking about? From that bakery. Okay. From is a preposition of course, but here from that bakery is modifying the noun bread. In that sense it becomes an adjective. And next comes infinitive phrase. You all know infinitives are 2 plus V1s, right? An infinitive phrase acts as either a noun or an adjective or an adverb in a sentence. It consists of an infinitive, that is 2 plus verb 1 plus modifier or a complement if any. Example, he likes to swim. He likes something, that is to swim. Here it is acting as an object. She filed a case in the court To get her property back. What for? To get her property back. Adverb of reason over here. To plus get. He got an idea to reach there quickly. What sort of idea he got? To reach there quickly. Okay, so here it is an adjective modifying the noun idea. Okay. To earn money is the only thing on his mind. To plus earn, that is infinitive. To earn money. What is the only thing on his mind? To earn money. So here it is acting as a subject. And then comes our participial phrase. You know, participles, they are present participle and past participle. So exactly, keep that in mind. A participle is a verb form that functions as an adjective. Both present participle and past participle act as adjectives. We all know that. A participle can be either a present participle, that is V1 plus ing structure, or past participle, that is V3. A participle phrase includes the participle plus modifiers and complements if any. Example, the group shouting slogans need fame and money. Which group am I talking about? Shouting slogans. The group that shouting slogans. That's what I'm talking about. So here V1 plus ing, shout plus ing, and ing, V1 plus ing's are present participles. Okay. So here shouting slogans is present participle. She received a call asking her to act in the movies. Okay. So here also we can see V1 ask plus ing. Okay. Entire phrase acts as an adjective. So it is a present participle. The grill door made of steel is very expensive. So what sort of grill door I am talking about? Made of steel. Here made is V3. That is past participle. We saw the building withered by the weather. How was the building? Withered by the weather. So withered here is V3. Next one is gerund phrase. A gerund phrase acts as a noun. We all know that gerunds are ing forms of verbs which act as noun. It can be a subject, it can be an object, a complement, a predicate, nominative, etc. It consists of the gerund, that is V1 plus ing plus modifier or complement if any. Example, he likes swimming in the summer season. So swimming here is gerund. In the summer season is modifier, and the entire thing is acting as an object. Trekking in winters is not as simple as it looks. Okay. Something is not as simple as it looks. And all things are nouns. So V1 plus ing, which is acting as a noun, is gerund. Even in that way also we can cross check whether we are using present participle or a gerund. What I really like is reading good books. I really like something, that is reading good books. Here reading good books is acting as a complement. His favorite activity is camping in forest, that is predicate nominative. Here we can see is, linking verb is. Now appositive phrase. An appositive renames or identifies another noun or pronoun in a sentence. Okay, just identifies in the sense falling back with another noun or pronoun. An appositive phrase consists of an appositive and its modifier. It is of two types, essential and non-essential. Example, author George Bernard Shaw wrote a famous play, The Pygmalion. Here if we simply mention author without mentioning George Bernard Shaw, it doesn't make sense at all. Which author? Immediately people will ask. And wrote a famous play. Which famous play? The Pygmalion. You have to mention these two in this particular sentence. Okay, so these two become essential appositive phrases. You can't separate them. Bernard Shaw's book, The Pygmalion, was made a movie. Which book of Bernard Shaw was made a movie? The Pygmalion. Here, the Pygmalion is an essential appositive phrase. Tiger, the pet dog of my cousin, is a Labrador. By looking at this Labrador, it is a species of dogs, we all know that. Even though I mentioned tiger, you immediately understand it as a dog because of the name of the species over here. So, the pet dog of my cousin becomes non-essential appositive phrase. Okay. Additional information. Sachin Tendulkar, a cricketer, has many records in the cricket field. We all know who is Sachin Tendulkar. Even though if somebody doesn't know him, Sachin Tendulkar has many records in the cricket field. So with this, anybody can obviously know that he belongs to cricket and he might be a cricketer. So here the phrase a cricketer becomes non-essential. And next one is absolute phrase. An absolute phrase modifies the entire sentence. Not a noun, not a pronoun, not an adjective, nothing like that. An entire sentence. It resembles a clause. It almost looks like a clause but without a finite verb. What is a finite verb, dears? Yeah, it is a main verb. Okay, predicate verb. It consists of a noun or a pronoun and a participle plus modifier if any. It is separated by commas. If it starts the sentence, at the end of it, one comma. If it ends the sentence, at the beginning of it, one comma. If it comes in the middle of the sentence, it is separated by a pair of commas. Example, though she left long back, her breath felt on his neck. She looked sad, her eyes brimming with tears. We don't have any finite verbs in these absolute phrases. We see them usually in books. Okay, people don't use absolute phrases that frequently. He is working in the garden. His clothes dirty with mud. Okay, his clothes became or were. We did not mention any finite verb over here, but even then it is making complete sense. Okay, it is an absolute phrase. Taken by her beauty, John in love with her. Okay, to make it a clause, we have to write John fell in love. There is no finite verb as such over here. Even then we can understand John in love with her makes sense to us even without the finite verb. Okay, it is not a clause, it is simply a phrase. It is called as absolute phrase. And now it is the time for our quiz. I don't say that it is so simple, but you can do this after watching the video with focus. Let me start typing. Identify the type of the phrase. That's what you are supposed to do. First one, I hope to win the prize. Second one, the train stopped at the station. Look for clue words. Did you enjoy camping in the forest? The girl in blue dress is my cousin. Walking towards the mall, he realized that he hasn't brought his wallet. Next one, the girl looked genuinely happy, her eyes with sheen. Eating chocolates has become her addiction these days. And last sentence, Jane, my cousin, works as a pilot. Okay, so this is your quiz for the day. Hope you have understood the concept very well. Meet you soon with another interesting video. In the meanwhile, stay home, stay safe. Bye for now, guys.